A little warm, so I'm gonna dump a layer here. Just try to stuff this in my bag. Whew, might be a thing with the GoPro. I'm out doing Red Rock, a little Christmas hike. I already did gifts with Sam, so I got nothing going on. So I'm gonna hike out here for a while, probably eat some lunch or a brunch. I guess that's because it's early. And then go home and see what else I want to get into. So whole idea here is to keep them sweating. So once you start getting warm, losing layers is a good thing. Is this my best angle? Pretty. Ooh. Haven't been out here in a while. It's too hot in the summer. Some people brave it. Guess I'm not that brave. I'd rather brave cold than heat. Whew. It is nice though. This is outside of Red Rock proper, because it's crazy there, and during the winter you have to have a reservation. Boo-boo. The wind is horrendous, but we have some animal droppings, some doo-doo from a creature. Focus. There it goes. Okay, so I think I was gonna make some coffee. I don't know that I'm gonna or not. I am gonna eat something because I'm starving. The good thing about this bag is it has a piece of rubber in the back that I can use for a sit pad, like a little rubbery foam thing. So that's a bonus. I'll have to take everything out of it to get it back in there, but that's okay. So pull this out, maybe, and then get some food going here. I got a little cheese and a little sausage action. Something easy. This thing's fighting me. We'll get there. Thought I'd do a little what's in my bag. So I brought a Arcturus survival blanket. It's a thick one, so I could use it for a ground sheet, or it's a 5x7, so I could probably use it for shelter too if I needed. Wind, waterproof, and reflects heat. It is windy in this canyon. Of course, so I have all this in a So I have this in a combat patrol pack. This is just something different to carry. I brought my journal so I can do some writing. I have an extra woolly hoodie for another layer in here. A liter of water and Nalgene. A MSR fuel stove. I have a 5x7 emergency tarp to set up for shelter if I needed with tarps or lines and stakes. I have a balaclava for another layer, or it's a 3x3 foot, so it's a large one. I can tie it around my neck for a scarf. Basically setting up as if I needed to stay overnight if I had an emergency. In this front pocket, I have some summer sausage, extra pair of leather gloves that are insulated. Those are my camp ones you've seen. They're all beat up. My coffee kit. Got some Gouda cheese and a beeswax wrap. And that is it for that pouch. This little pouch on the side has a emergency light stick in here. That's the lid for my cup. I have a boiling pot in here. And then some cordage, an extra open-all knife, my stove for my gas canister, some tinder for fire lighting, and a lighter and matches just in case. I've never needed all this stuff, but if you did, you'd want to have it. This is why people go out and hike and get lost, and then they can't make their way back, and they end up dying, unfortunately. That's it for that one. This little pouch, it's kind of the emergency pouch. It's got a beeswax candle in here if I needed to wrap the shelter around me and use this for warmth for a fire. If you have a fire out here if there's an emergency, I would obviously do it. And then a 6-inch Israeli bandage. So if I had any really bad cuts, I could use this. I could also use it for a sling, anything like that. Real basic stuff out here, just enough to, if I needed it, I would have it, but hopefully I don't, and it's just extra weight that I'm carrying, but I'm okay with that. So thought I'd do a little rundown for you guys. Hopefully the wind wasn't too bad. It's a little windy down here, so yeah. Alright, so the coffee is done boiling. Brought a little knife I've had with me for a while, but I haven't used a lot of. It's a Open L. It's a nice little sharp knife to cut up my cheese and stuff. So I'm going to let that brew. It's a Black Rifle Company instant brew, and it's really good. I've used it before. I forgot I had them actually. So got some Gouda. So Gouda cheese. I love these beeswax. I just got them, beeswax wraps. I don't have a cutting board. I could use this rock if I wanted, or I can just kind of hand it, which is probably what I'll do. So, yeah. Do some eating and some coffee. And I still don't know about the rind on this. Nobody told me. That other video hadn't been up that long though. Can I eat the rind on Gouda cheese? I didn't get sick last time, so. Knife there. Cheese down here, some sausage. You don't want to put raw meat in those beeswax wraps. Smoked sausage isn't raw, obviously, but still, I want to make sure that I don't ruin them. And then cutting like this, you keep your thumb to the side. You don't worry about cutting your finger off as much. So yeah, eat a little lunch and hang out, and then hike back and see what the boys up to. The old putt-putt. Oh yeah. these little day outings. Now that it's not as hot in the valley, nearly as hot, obviously I'm in a beanie and a fleece, but I can do more of these. Just go have lunch and go for a little hike and hang out. So obviously I come out here to take pictures too, but it's funny when you can see like outdoorsy people have their limits too. That trail about 3/4 of the way in got real thin on footsteps, so you could tell where people would turn around and come back, because I mean I was on the trail. I mean, I did get off trail a little bit, 'cause it's easy to do out here, but there's not a lot of footsteps. And then as you get closer to the parking lot, you see more and more people. They come out, they get their nature picture, and then they bounce. So, which is fine too. It makes it easier for me to get out away from all the people. I come out here, right, to get away from people, so, and to enjoy nature, obviously, but if I want to do it with people, I would have people with me, right? Picky with my outdoor people time, except for everybody that watches my YouTube channel, but you're not here, so you get to do it from home. If you can't make it out, you can come out with me. Hope the wind's not too bad. I wanted to show you this. Not to start geology class, but these are actually iron deposits. So the sandstone will wear away around them with the wind and the rain and stuff, and then those are left over because they're harder. That's why they look like these little nodules. But some places out here you'll hike, they'll come off and they're almost spherical, and then they'll get really slick, so you gotta be careful. Yeah, just different kinds of rock fade and wear away different, so they stick up and stick around. I made it back to the truck. About 4 miles round trip. Good little hike. I got out for the day, a little Christmas hike. I had to get out of the house and do something, so I'm just sitting there. You see the absolutely ridiculous view behind me that I hope you're looking at, not my unshaven face. But yeah, I'm gonna head back to the house, see what else I can get into today. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do a twofer. Maybe I'll go for another one today. I've been known to do crazier shit, so I mean stuff. Language. Oh, and if you guys want that bag that I have, people ask me where I get these bags and stuff. Sometimes I forget. I'll put a link down below in the comments where you can find them. I found it. I actually had a friend send it to me that was issued to them when they were in the military, but you can find them. They're usually about 30 bucks, and they're a good little bag to throw in your truck or your trunk to have like an emergency bag, or if you want to take a little day hike bag. So they're originally made for like a day combat patrol type bag. So I'll throw a link down there and I find some for a good price, and then you guys can pick one up. Catch you next time.